Hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm just going to go over some fun little tricks and whatnot on the motor that you can practice and get yourself stronger and just learn a little bit more about it. So right now, I just have it set up sideways. I am standing behind it with my left leg facing the crossbar. So if you want to set it up the same direction, that would be great. You want to come down and check out your little avocados here and punch all the buttons out. And that's going to be 3 pounds with all the buttons. You see the white and the gray. And just make sure it's nice and sturdy where it is. I know mine is a little precarious out here. Okay, but here we go. So just to get comfortable standing on top of this thing, just gonna step the right foot up and then just go ahead, step up left and step down. So just getting comfortable standing on top, 1 foot at a time, like we're doing step class back in the day. One more time, just with the right lead, and you can look down, but ideally we wanna start to look ahead. Start with the left and get comfortable. Might feel different with the left lead than the right lead, and just finding that balance on top. So pause every time, 1 more time, and then come on top and just find your balance on the top. Just want to wrap your feet around. You can always wear grippy socks or have a sticky pad on top if that feels better for you. Sometimes barefoot's kind of nice, unless you get a little sweaty. And then we're just holding here. And as we're here, going into just some slow squats. So just reach your arms forward, bend, and press up harder than it looks, right? Because we're balancing on top of this thing. We haven't even added the straps yet, but just getting comfortable, adding some squats, chest is up, relax the shoulders. Good, watch it. You try not to look down. A lot of times it helps if you have a focal point across the room that you can look at. And just 1 more time and up, and then go ahead, step down. From here, I'm going to step my right foot on top and then go ahead and grab the front strap with my left hand. So I'm just holding it here for now, just again to get comfortable here before we add anything. It's going to be a couple bicep curls. Now, if you're doing this and like, this is super easy, bump up the weight. So all you have to do, pull it all the way in, add a button because you want to always change it when it's in, always have a foot down, and then go into it. So see, oh, that's a little stronger, but what do you have to do? You have to push harder down on the foot that's on the roller because it's gonna wanna tilt now that I added this weight. Now we can say just like this. If we wanna add that step up, go ahead, bicep curl, step up, step down. So you can put your other hand on your hip if you want to, find that balance at the top. You can stay with this, you can always progress into a lunge. So as you step back, you can step into a lunge if you want, and give me 3 and down and 2, chest is up, and 1 and down. Now I'm gonna keep, actually I'm gonna switch my feet. So carefully bring it in. You can drop it if you want, switch legs, just so it doesn't flip around and then come on down. So now I have my left foot on, right foot is back. I'm gonna slip my hand in and choke up onto it. Again, push down with that left foot, chest is up, just add a little bit of a row. And just find it first. It's always nice to prep it out like we do in everything else. And then as we're feeling comfortable, we can add that step up, step down. Just watch that you don't step on a dog because he, for some reason, wants to be right there. He's obsessed with this piece of equipment about as much as I am. And 3 and 2 and 1. And like I said before, you could always add the lunge back as a progression to make something a little bit more difficult. I mean, we can add tons of things. We can add a knee lift, whatever, working more balance. So then I'm just going to release that little guy so we can even it out. I'm just going to lift the whole thing up and then flip it on around. So other side, and then let it come down. Again, make sure it's even, right? It's nice and sturdy. So we did 6 pounds on the other side. So I have to double check that my button's pushed in on that front strap because we use the front one. So now my right leg is facing the crossbar. Left foot's gonna come on first. Actually, yes, Trying to remember which one I did. Okay, so I have that front drop, really push down through that left foot, hand on your hip, bicep curl it first, see how it feels. Remember, you can drop it down too, right? Play with it, see what feels good. Make sure shoulders are down. And then we're gonna add that step up and down like we did before. Up and down, little squeeze. Again, think tall, up, find that balance, squeeze the inner thighs. And let's go 3 and 2. Remember, you can go into the lunge and 1 and down. All right, from here, I'm gonna do a little release. Go ahead and switch feet. So I'm gonna put my right foot on. I'm gonna come up, slide my hand through and lift the chest here. Just start the row. See how that feels. All right, we're like, okay, it's good, I got it. Now I can add my lift and down and up. Remember, you can go into that lunge if you want. We can also play with what leg is on top, right? You don't have to start like I did, right? I could start with the other leg as well. And let's go 3 and 2 and 1 and down. And then just carefully release that, drop it down. Go ahead, take a little break. So some ways to get comfortable using the motor. And again, you can progress by adding a knee lift, a leg kick, right? Leg extension, right? You can make it harder or easier as you go along and learn more. And I hope this was informative for you. And I hope to see you in one of my classes sometime soon. Thanks again.